What's up, guys? Here with another video request. People ask me, give us some details about your personal life, give us a story that you basically would ask me for a story of my personal life. And you guys bear with me because the central air is blowing in the background, so if you hear a lot of background noise, that's because it's central air. But basically, you can tell from the title of the video what I'm about to talk about. I actually have two stories I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to start this story out first. 2003, early 2003, I was at school with my cousin. And he said, you want to come by my house? I just picked the new Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22 from the PlayStation 1 at the time. It had just came out in the English dub, whatever. So he said, you want to come by my house? I was like, yeah, man, I love Dragon Ball Z, so of course I was going to come by his house. So I'm outside the house, and sometimes you can usually tell if somebody have a good clean house from the outside of their house, looking at the outside of their house, the way it look. You can't really tell all the time, but that's the way I go by it, just sometimes. And so I'm outside of his house. I'm like, his house look good outside. So I get under his driveway, and I say, you know the funniest thing? He was like, what? I was like, man, why you got so many holes dug under your house? He was like, I don't know. I said, you got a cat or something around here? I said, you got dogs that like digging these holes under your house? He was like, I don't know. He's like, you know what? I just woke up one morning and they was there. I was like, man, I'm like, these some big holes dug under your house. He was like, I know. So I get in the house, and sometime before I go in somebody's house, I kind of expect piled up dishes in their house, cereal in Ziploc bags, which is nothing wrong with that. This is what I expect because I'm going to somebody black. And I'm sorry, I don't want to sound stereotype. Basically, you go to somebody's black house, you want to see sugar in a Ziploc bag, cereal in a Ziploc bag half the time, not all the time, but majority of the time. Just a lot of stuff that I'm supposed to be in those certain things. Like cereal supposed to be in the box, but you're going to see that shit in a Ziploc bag. Just saying. Or sugar. So, I get inside his house. I expected. Like the same thing I expected before I went to his house was true. Piled up dishes, a lot of stuff. Then a lot of stuff I expect. I don't want to go too much details about it. So I get in this room and I seen his floor where he have a whole bunch of clothes like what he step on and stuff. And first thing come to my head, I ain't want to ask him, like, man, what is all your clothes doing on the floor? And then he was like stepping on. And then that what brought me back to thinking again. I was like, no wonder when I see him at school, when he have on a white t-shirt, it have like a Reebok logo on it, a black logo on it, because he was stepping on his clothes that was on the floor and he'll put them on and didn't wash them. I was like, oh, that's crazy. So I'm sitting up in this room, we playing Dragon Ball Z. So I'm just enjoying it, soaking it in. So I'm like, I seen something say, zoom. I say, oh, whoa, hold the fuck up. I say something black just made a big ass flash by me. I said, I didn't see what it was, but I say, I'm not fucking dumb. Something flashed, just went by me. I'm like, guys, I'm not playing with like a black flash, just went by. I was like, hold the fuck up. I said, I ain't dumb. I said, what the fuck is that? He was like, oh, that ain't that. I was like, no. I'm like, no, something just ran by me. I say, I couldn't see it. What was it? He was like, so I hit myself in the head. I was like, no, something just, I say, like a strong gust of wind just flew by me. He was like, oh, that's nothing. And then I was like, oh. So I kind of stopped, but then I kind of stopped thinking about it. And then I heard some like you were scratching or something. I was like, oh. I say, no, something. I say, some shit going on. I say, nah, shit scratching around the damn house. He was like, oh man, that ain't nothing. He say, probably some dollars or something. I was like, man, I don't know, man. That flash, man, I don't know what the hell that was. He was like, man, that ain't nothing, man. I was like, oh, okay. Next day, I actually ignored the fact and took it out of my head what I had seen. So I forgot about it. That's how you know Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball Z. I was addicted to it because if I came back in that house the second day, Dragon Ball Z was good. So came back the second day, and this when the shit hit the fan. This when the shit really got to me. I was in this room. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z, and he had a school chair in his room that he had stole from the school. Cause it was like a dookie green color. I was like, so I'm sitting in the chair. And first thing that came to my head, I say, I swear, nigga, I was in detention sitting in the same chair I'm sitting in. Now he was like, yeah, I stole it. I was like, oh, okay. So I'm sitting in the chair. So I say, I seen something come from under his bed, and he had some cornbread crumbs sitting on his floor or whatever. And I say, whoa, hold the fuck up. I say, what the fuck is that right in the middle of that floor eating on a big ass cornbread crumb? He was like, that's a rat. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a fucking rat. I seen him on TV. I never seen him in real life. He was like, yeah, that's a rat. I was like, oh. I say, hey. Like, grab the chair while I'm sitting and take me outside. He was like, so I jumped up in the chair. He was like, oh, don't worry about it. Them the good kind of rats. I say, what? Them the good kind of rats? He was like, yeah. I'm like, what's good about them? He was like, oh, they just the good kind. I was like, I was like, whoa. Get me the fuck up out of here. And so I ran outside. So while I'm running outside, I see the goddamn cabinet door. Cabinets, and they got the door shit you can open. I was like, so another thing got to me. I was like, why in the fuck? I say, I thought your cabinet was green, was painted green. He was like, yeah, it was. I'm like, why the fuck is your cabinet black right now? And so I'm looking, I'm seeing these little bitty roaches and shit running from the cabinet and shit. I'm like, whoa, them some roaches, and you got roaches in your house too? He was like, oh yeah, but you in time you learn to deal. I'm like, come on, man, come on. So I get the fuck outside. I'm sitting, so I'm like, man, I ain't going back in your house no more. He was like, why not? I say, man, you got rats in your house. He was like, it's like he didn't care. He was like, yeah, I know. We're gonna try to get a cat in here and run him away. So tell me a couple of minutes later, I say, man, that's a big ass puppy by your trash can. I say, I ain't know puppies can get that damn big in that amount of time. He was like, a puppy? He like, we don't have puppies around here. I'm like, yeah, the fuck you do? They'll go one by your trash can. He was like, man, that ain't no puppy. That's a wood rat. I was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker was about that tall, standing on his back legs, eating the shit out the trash can. I was like, I didn't know rats could stand on their feet. He was like, I ain't know either. I just found out from you telling me. I was like, oh man. And that was my first experience to ever running in to people who actually had rats in their house. But now I can tell a story because he don't have them. He don't even live at that house no more. He ain't totally changed. He's grown now, so he's totally changed. He was a kid back then. So another story. Elementary school. I was in the playground. And I don't like to call these people that and stuff. But this dude, he was special. When I say special, he didn't have it all. And he had a different talk from like everybody else. Plus he was a special ed. And he was like, he told me, because I guess he was mad or something one day. He was like, I can't talk the way that he talk, but I tried. He was like, oh bitch, get the fuck out my face. I was like, excuse me. He was like, get the fuck out my face. I was like, oh, okay. I guess he was mad that day because when he's in a special ed room, you always have the other kids or the regular ed students always running by the special ed people classroom, and you know they always have like a little mirror where you can see what's going on in the classroom. You always have those kids run by the classroom or by the door when the teachers don't see them. What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? Shit. Pointing at they self. Chillin', nigga. I'm like, okay. So I'm on the playground and he said, he walked past me. I was like, whoa. So he kind of bumped me with his shoulder. I was like, whoa, chill the fuck out. Then he was like, well, what the fuck you gonna do about it? So I had my homeboy Marvin. He was instigating the shit. He was like, you gonna let him do you like that there? I was like, nah, man. I said, you need to stop that. Cause you know you have to ignore those kind of people. And he was like, keep talking, bitch, I'll whoop your ass. Then Mom was like, dang, he said he'll whoop your ass, man. I was like, say, you need to chill the fuck out. And then I told him something else. I say, I'm whoop your ass so bad until you have common sense. And he was like, say something about my mama, bitch. And I was like, I ain't about to get on your level. And then Marvin was like, he instigating still. Say somebody's mama, man. I was like, nah, man. He said, I'm just saying, nigga, I think you're scared. I was like, nah, man, stop that. Just, you know that boy don't got out his sense. And then, so I was like, started thinking, I was like, fuck it, your mama. And then he said, he started swinging. And I guess the way he was swinging, I guess he thought he hit me. And so, like, I kind of jumped back because I dodged his licks. And when I punched him in the face, I didn't realize that I put all my strength into that one punch. Because when I punched him, he fell down in the dirt. And I was like, shit, now I'm in trouble. And then, so they called us up. They was telling us, so they sent us to the office. So we went to the office, whatever. So we was about to, get in trouble. Well, at least I was. And so he just steady talking to her. You got that little bitch. I'm gonna whoop your ass and I catch you. I'm like, okay. And so we get into the principal office. He asked me why I hit the dude. I was like, because he swung at me. And I had to defend myself. I really didn't because I had, avoided all of his punches. But I just wanted to punch him anyway. Not to sound mean. But, so he said, so the dude's name was Carlos. And he said, well, Carlos, he say, you need to be in detention in the morning. And he say, Darius, you're suspended. I say, now hold the fuck up. Why the fuck I'm suspended, but he still get to stay in school? And then it was like, because you were wrong for what you did. I say, how the fuck I'm wrong for what I did? It was like, because you know the way he is, and he didn't want to come out and say it in front of him. So I got pretty mad because I was like, nah, that I didn't feel because basically they suspended me for 3 fucking days, and he got to stay in school. So it's crazy, man. It was fucked up. It was fucked up. Y'all heard my stories. I know this didn't have to do with no anime related, but hey, just my story, man. That y'all wanted to know, so I told y'all the stuff that I sort of been through and what I seen, shit that I didn't like. So you guys go ahead and leave a comment, rate, thumbs up if you like the video, whatever. And I'm gonna see you guys. Peace.